You said you don't know the number of times Trump's name appears in the files, so is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Remembering your oath to tell the truth, did you ever tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
Did you ever tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
During many conversations that the Attorney General and I have had on the matter of Epstein, we have reviewed.
The question is simple.
Who
did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no? Director, the first time you saw Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files, did you close the files or keep reading?
I have reviewed not the entirety of the files, so
You haven't reviewed all of the Epstein files?
Personally, no.
You're the director of the FBI. This is the largest sex trafficking case the FBI has ever been a part of. Buck stops at the top, and your testimony today is you have not reviewed all the files.
What I've been doing is been busy providing the safest country this country has seen in modern U.S. history in historic speed, because the men and women of the FBI are given the resources to reduce the homicide rate, to reduce the drug trafficking rate, to reduce the amount of children that are being trafficked and the number of pedophiles. It sounds like those children being trafficked would appreciate
the director reviewing the files. You said you don't know the number of times Trump's name appears in the files, so it could at least be 1,000 times. Is that right?
The number is a total misleading factor. We have not released
anyone's
anyone's
name
in the Epstein files that has not been credible.
Director, could it at least be 1,000 times?
We have released every piece of legally permissible information.
Okay,
you can characterize the numbers however you want it.
Claiming my time, Director. It sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times.
It's not. It's not.
Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Do you think it might be your job to know the number?
My job is to provide for the safety and security of this country. My job is not to engage in political innuendo so you can go out to the sticks and get your 20-second hit in your fundraising article. And keep going, reclaiming your time, because the people of California are being underserved by your representation.
If the president is not implicated, why not release everything that involves him?
We have released everything, the president and anyone else's side, that is credible and lawfully be able to be released. Your fixation on this matter and baseless accusations that I'm hiding child pedophiles is disgusting. Anyone that says that needs to look at the stats alone and go back to the state of California, who's receiving the biggest surge in FBI resources through my redeployment, because the cities of Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco need it.
Director, remembering your oath to tell the truth, did you ever tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
Did you ever tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The Attorney General and I have had numerous discussions about the entirety of the Epstein files and the reviews conducted by our team.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
And we have released where President Trump's name is in the Attorney's file.
It's a simple question. Did you tell the Attorney General that the President's name is in the Epstein files?
During many conversations that the Attorney General and I have had on the matter of Epstein, we have reviewed.
The question is simple.
Who
did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out?
Yes
if you're
or
gonna mock
no,
me?
Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No? A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F?
it sounds like you don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your constituency by focusing on reducing violent crime in this country and the number of pedophiles that are legally harbored in your sanctuary cities in California? I'll work with you on that. Do you want to work with us on that?
Director,
I'm the lawless gentleman from California.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The question has been asked and answered.
You have not answered it, and we will take your evasiveness as a consciousness of guilt. Director, did Donald Trump ever say to you, just find and release the entire truth? Don't worry if I'm in it.
The instructions from the administration were to release all credible information, and we have done that.
Did Donald Trump ever provide information about Jeffrey Epstein as an informant?
Donald Trump has not been, and I can only speak for the FBI, an informant of the FBI.
So, Director, you've played this cute shell game where you say you can't release everything because the court has said that it legally is not allowed to be released, but the court calls bullshit. Judge Richard Berman said that when you went to the court, quote, information contained in the Epstein grand jury transcripts pales in comparison to Epstein investigation information and materials in the hands of the Department of Justice. So let's move on, Director. You wrote a book called Government Gangsters. You identified 20 individuals in that book. You put me on that list at the top of the list. Thank you. My children find it flattering. 20 of those individuals have been investigated or have had adverse actions. Director, considering that you have identified these people as, quote, government gangsters, will you recuse yourself from making any investigation decisions about these individuals?
Anyone that has been terminated at the FBI has been done so
the
because
question
they failed
again,
to meet the muster and
Director,
their constitutional
I will
obligation.
work on the audio-visual capabilities.
I'm
of
going to
screens. I
borrow
don't think
your
you can hear me.
terminology and call
I'm reclaiming
bullshit
my
on your
time.
entire career in
I'm
Congress.
reclaiming my
It has
time,
been a
Director.
disgrace to the American
Director, I'm
people.
reclaiming my
You
time.
can reclaim your
Will you
time all you
recuse
want.
yourself?
Mr. Chairman, you're going to allow a witness to speak this way? Mr. Chairman, would you give
recuse yourself,
The gentleman has no time.
Mr. Chairman, would you
Mr. Chairman,
admonish the
point of-
witness not to insult members?
The gentleman has no time.
Mr. Chairman,
the
just
committee will remember.
quick point of order. Could the gentleman be extended an additional 20 seconds to complete his thoughts since the witness decided to interrupt him continuously?
And the witness will be able to respond if he wants. We'll make sure
Thank
he has
you.
time to do that.
My question
Gentleman,
is,
continue.
will you, Director, recuse yourself, yes or no, from investigating or making decisions about the 60 individuals, including myself, that you identified as government gangsters? Yes or no?
Time of the gentleman has expired. The witness may respond if he would like.
And the answer was no, as I heard.
Correct.
Okay.
This was more than a heated exchange. It was a stress test of how our institutions handle painful truths when powerful people are involved. What Swalwell did in that moment was insist the public get the basic facts everyone deserves. Did the FBI find the former president's name in the Epstein files? And if so, how often? Those are not sensationalist gotchas. They are essential data points that tell us whether investigations are thorough, impartial, and complete. Patel's unwillingness to give a clear answer matters for 3 concrete reasons. First, accountability depends on clarity. If the director of the FBI can't or won't say whether a particular name appears in a major trafficking investigation, the public is left with 2 unavoidable impressions. Either the Bureau has not finished its work, or it is shielding information. Neither impression is healthy for trust in law enforcement. Second, victims have a right to closure. The survivors of Epstein's trafficking network and the communities harmed by that trafficking have waited years for transparency and justice. Every stone left unturned in those files is another denial of dignity for people who were abused. Congressional oversight isn't theater here. It's supposed to be the mechanism that forces agencies to answer for delays, redactions, or conduct that appears partial. Third, this exchange exposes a broader pattern, powerful figures changing the terms of the public conversation from what happened to who's asking the question. When an official responds to a direct, factual inquiry by belittling the questioner's motives or accusing them of fundraising theater, it shifts attention away from the underlying issue. That tactic buys time and obscures facts. It doesn't solve problems. What it means that the FBI director hasn't personally reviewed all files. The FBI director sets tone and priorities. Not personally reading every file doesn't mean incompetence. Directors rely on teams. But in a case as consequential as Epstein, the director is expected to be fully briefed on whether crucial leads implicate high-level figures. Saying I haven't read everything when asked about a specific name leaves a gap between the Bureau's assurances of thoroughness and the public's need for verification. Why counts and specifics are not trivia. Asking how many times a name appears isn't about tallying gossip. It's about establishing the scope of potential links and whether those links materially change how agencies should proceed. Repeated mentions of a name could indicate patterns that warrant additional subpoenas, interviews, or related investigations. Without specificity, oversight is hamstrung. The danger of deflection. When officials respond to legitimate oversight by attacking motives, the oversight function weakens. Congress is constitutionally charged to hold the executive accountable. If oversight is dismissed as political theater anytime it touches powerful allies, the rule of law erodes. What real transparency would look like? It isn't release everything for spectacle. Responsible transparency means 1. Public disclosure of all material that can be legally released without jeopardizing ongoing investigations or victims' privacy. 2. A clear accounting to Congress about what remains sealed and why. 3. An independent review, an inspector general or special counsel when allegations arise that investigations were curtailed for improper reasons. How this links to reform ideas that viewers should understand. This hearing showed why some common sense reforms have traction across the political spectrum. Stronger protections for whistleblowers inside agencies, clearer timelines for declassifying or releasing grand jury or investigatory records where possible, and statutory guidance on recusals and conflicts of interest for senior officials involved in politically sensitive investigations.